Hello, everybody. We're back. We've returned. Okay, for you guys, nothing's changed. Like, I just did episode, and then episode passed by. Other people might realize by this point, though, that, you know, sometimes... I have the wrong thing on here. But I don't back up. Yes, when I record things, a lot of the time I record, like, you know, a bunch, and then it gets edited down into, like, you know, a couple of videos. So sometimes it'll be, like, you know, 2 or 3 videos from one recording session. Which, you know, as a result means I don't, you know, necessarily answer the comments on the following video. Sometimes it takes, you know, an episode or 2 before I get to answer things. But I do read the comments, and I do, you know, tend to, you know, take note of the fact that, okay, this stuff is happening, this is being suggested, this is a good idea, dum-ba-dum. So, a slight difference for the last, like, few things. So, normally I'll get, like, 2 or 3 videos, and then that'll be it. Now, you know, I'll wait until, like, at least 1 or 2 of them come out before I then do the next lot, because that way I can look at the comments, because, you know, I forget things sometimes. People suggest good stuff. Dim-ba-dim. So, this weekend was a bit different. I was busy this weekend, so I had to record a bit more in advance to free up my time, so I didn't have to worry about anything. Because, one, got invited to night out. That was tiring, but it doesn't happen super often, so I was like, yeah, I gotta go do that. Cool. Didn't know what day it was happening yet, but that was a thing. Then 2, there was a wrestling event on. I still had to watch it. It didn't end up being very good, but I still had to watch it, and basically the last, like, 5 episodes were recorded, so, that was the thing. That said, though, I'm in creative mode. If people are wondering, why are you in creative mode? It's so I can fly and say a steady angle so I can take pictures of things for thumbnails. This is how you can tell I've not been back on in a while. Ah, okay, the slimes have multiplied more. Cool. I was trying to sleep there. Hey, Bladu. There we go. Right, yeah, funnily enough though, yeah, a bunch of stuff that got mentioned, some of the videos end up kind of not necessarily being answered, but like I end up doing some of the stuff being suggested just in the following videos regardless. So yeah, that was cool. That was fun. That was interesting, because a lot of people were talking about, yeah, the godly metal slimes and things revolving around them. And, like, they're like, you know, oh, you should do this, you should do that, and Metal Slime Abortion. And I ended up doing that. That was great fun. Also, just need to quickly dump some stuff, because, yeah, we've got a lot of material left over. I kind of, like, it's been a few days now, so I kind of forget what was I last doing, what was I last up to. So it's going to take me a moment to refresh. But I was looking through comments, and there's a bunch of suggestions for certain things. Like, not you. Well, actually, yes, you were one of the things brought up. I tried using elemental essence on the dogs. And it was mentioned the fact, no, not elemental essence is what's required. You want elemental cores. If you use elemental cores on dogs, you'll change essentially what their damage type is. So, I mean, having a group of big, you know, colorful, different design doggos, I am well up for. So, I would like to make some cores and try that at some point. That would be very cool. Sadly, though, yeah, it's not going to help with this Tempest Wolf thing. Essentially, if I want a Tempest Wolf... Okay, from my understanding... Obviously, Tempest Wolf has a small chance of appearing in the world. Then if you breed said Tempest Wolf, then it can produce more Tempest Wolves. And eventually you can hopefully get lucky and get, like, you know, a Tempest Star Wolf and stuff like that. That'd be very awesome, because then we could get the cool skills that they've got. But, yeah, as far as I'm aware, though, breeding just dogs in general is basically, it's either unlikely or it's just not going to produce a Tempest Wolf at any point. It's either that or, like, there's just a really small chance when you breed them, there's a chance one will appear. But yeah, either way, basically, if we see one of the doggos with the colorful white bit of fur around their neck, we need to make sure we grab it this time. We can't have a repeat of Molka killing it, because they are very rare and very hard to get a hold of. And if I want to get the Tempest Wolf thing at some point, yeah, we're going to need that. Also, slimes! Hey, why do you put a cauldron down and, like, carve the slimes so they don't breed and, you know, combine together and stuff? Look how many there are. They split apart so often and stuff. I need so many cauldrons to make that work. There are actually so freaking many at this point. And they're not worth it's not worth my time going through them all individually and name them all at this stage. Like, okay, one advantage of that is that when they die, then I get EP for it. Cool. Thing is, though, I have, like, 237,000 EP. One of these guys is worth, like, between, like, you know, less than 100 to, like, you know, maybe up to 2,000-ish. Unicorns sitting over here are chilling at an easy, like, you know, up to 20k just normally. And then when I imbue them, they're way up at, like, freaking... What are you sitting at? Oh, you're not sitting at very many points with shadow storage. Yeah, you're sitting at 83k. These guys are going to be, they're going to give me a fortune. Also, I've come up with an extra plan at what I want to do with this slot when they're ready. Not quite yet. We're going to deal with that later. Before that, though, this fecker I need EP, evidently. Because if I get more EP, I can make more of you. So my options are, reasonably, I should go and do the unicorn thing, sacrifice them, then once I've done the unicorn thing, then, you know, make more of this guy and stuff, and then I can send an army of them towards Hinata and her minions, and then once the minions are dead, I would assume she'll come kill the metal slime, because she's like the strongest thing. So that I need to finish harvest. So, suggestions were put forward. There is actually something that has a more deadly move than Hinata, technically, that exists in this world. I didn't think about that. What if we turned it to stone? From metal to stone, a Medusa, could a Medusa kill a metal slime? Well, there's a chance the metal slime would just kill the Medusa before the Medusa even uses her ability. So, hard to say. But if I throw this thing into a pit with a Medusa, and I don't tell it to attack, the Medusa just aggroes and does like, Medusas are evil. They don't care about what's in their vicinity, whether it's friend or foe. They turn zombies and Enderman stuff into statues. So in theory, it would attack a metal slime. I don't know if it would work on the metal slime. I don't know if I get the EP, but I would like to try it. Until I read a comment suggesting another method of killing this guy. So at this point, yeah, you've got all the unyielding points we could ever want. Cool. I'm gonna take you. Now, you know my lovely cats over here. We're gonna grab a cat. We're gonna grab Pop-Tart really quick. Because a suggestion was put forward. Hey, if you need to use space magic to kill the metal slime, why don't you just go on your own cat and use the ability and kill the metal slime? And that's a fair point. We could try that. I don't know if it's gonna work because they're technically classed as allies and stuff. And I don't know if the Pop-Tart space magic will hit the slime. But if that can work, Pop-Tart would kill the metal slime. Then in turn, Pop-Tart would get the EP boost for killing the metal slime. So, all in all, that would work out really freaking well for me. If it works. Which, Pop-Tart has a space attack. In theory. No, sadly, Pop-Tart cannot hurt this thing. Yeah, he is sending his claws, yeah. Okay, so it works exactly as the way I thought. That's really a shame. It was worth an attempt. It was absolutely worth an attempt. If that actually could have worked, that would have been amazing. Where on earth do you think you're going? Just have them sit down. You're going back to the camp. Fortunately, can't use you right now. Probably will end up trying to train one of those cats later. For later bits. I am somewhat curious if one of these cats could kill a metal slime. That'd be fun. Something to try it later. Okay, I need to take the metal slime to Medusa, basically, is my next thought then. If I take her to Medusa, that should work. I'm too scared to take Mocha and stuff over to Medusa. To me, that just seems like a terrible idea. Because, you know, if Mocha gets turned to stone, Mocha's just gone. And I don't know what's going to happen there. And, like, we want to keep Mocha getting stronger because we've learned some very fun things in recent days about how EP and stuff works in this. Because, as it turns out, this metal slime is absurdly powerful. Like, this thing solos Hinata's spirits powerful. I don't know how much it would do to Hinata, if anything, but I'm very curious to find out if I send an army of them, if they could just beat up Hinata. That'd be a very funny way of dealing with Hinata, just send like 20 metal slimes at her. But, thought for a different day. For now, though, this guy's absurdly powerful. He has over 1 million EP. He does over 100 damage per one of his little throwy attack things, which, 100 damage, not that much, considering the kind of damage output you can do in this mod, if you try. But the fact that that's just raw power from, like, a singular punch, essentially, why don't we get that? Why don't we get that ability? Like, I'm saying it 237,000. By that logic, if I think the math is correct for this, I should be doing about 23 damage per punch. I think. Because, basically, we have, I think it was Momo we tested. Momo had about 20,000-ish EP. Momo did about 3 damage. So Momo's punch does 1 damage normally, then gets added +2 for each 10,000. Mocha had like 140,000 or something like that and did like 15 damage. So I think the math checks out in the fact that, yeah, basically, for every 10,000 EP, the monster's gaining an additional 1 damage. Why don't we get that? I'd feel so much stronger, and it'd feel like I'm actually growing with my EP. Because, like, we don't get a health bonus from it. We get a health bonus from evolving. They got a health bonus. They got an armor bonus. They got damage. What do we get? Nothing. I can sit at 1 million EP. I have more magic and aura, actually. Okay, there's that. But, like, I can sit at 1 million EP. I'm still dealing 1 damage per punch. Like, That's what I'm saying. You're thinking, ah, growing EP doesn't matter that much. Then you see it, oh, but it's increasing their health. Okay, that was worth on its own. No, now it's increasing their armor and their freaking damage output by a great deal. It's well worth getting their EP up to an absurd number. Which, yeah, on that grounds, we're just going to keep raising Mokka as our singular warrior for now. There are other things to test, though. I'm getting you know, a bunch of suggestions about things. Mainly, to try it, okay, one thing being put forward a bunch is to try these things out. AKA, could use wing shoes on me. So I've never tried the wing shoes that much, so I don't know necessarily how they work properly. But yeah, the suggestion basically is, hey, use the wing shoes and see if you can have like an enemy, like a minion like the orcs, be able to fly. I don't know how the shoes work, so I could try it. I'll try and gather more feathers to make it happen, because I have enough material at this point that now we can feasibly afford to make a magic stone, so that's not a problem. Which actually means we could feasibly afford to get the magic cores as well. I just need one of you guys to get on your weapon slotting. Yes, I just need one of you guys to get slotting on your weapon, and I'll get a hold of that. That'll be good. But yeah, that was one suggestion put forward. Other thing was to go and grab a black spider at some point, because well, one, the spider anime, name it so and so from that, and two, yeah, it could shoot webs and stuff. So maybe it'll be useful and stuff. Could try it. So at some point I should head over and probably give that a try. Oh yeah, other thingy that got mentioned. Also, I'm currently looking for where the Medusa thing is to figure out where I might fly to go find it. Because I'm gonna take a slime over there. I need to make a mindful before I go there. But I'm gonna need to take a slime over there and go see if the Medusa can take care of my problem. But yeah, another comment I've gotten a few of, and like I think I kind of get where people are coming from this, but also like I think people are forgetting an important factor, is the healer ability. Now, okay, one suggestion I got was you instead of taking healer, take the creator ability, and then just use healer from it. That is a fair thing. That actually wouldn't be a terrible idea. But I was trying to think what else I would need from creator. Because I don't think creator would give me access to the other, like, I can only use one at a time, so like no matter what, like, because I need healer active when it comes to later on. And like the other skills that I want to have on, like I need all of them very much active at the same time. So like creator is good, but it's also limited to, you know, using one ability at a time. So I don't know if that's necessarily gonna, you know, pay off for me over just having the individual abilities and stuff like that. Then one thing I had quite a few of is, hey, why don't you use Cook instead? Cook is a better healing ability. Now, if I was the one actively doing combat, Cook's a fantastic ability, no doubt. But it's not the best healing ability. Healer is the best healing ability. Okay, I'm really struggling to find this Medusa place. I have to just go for a random fly around to see if I can locate the fucking thing. But yeah, healer is the best healing ability. It literally says it's you know, on the label, it's called the healer ability, which probably is the, you know, but yeah, okay, people are correct. I can't use the infection ability to like infect people because that's against the idea of the rules and stuff. So okay, that part is useless. Sure, healer. One, it removes abnormal conditions from myself and my allies, so it can remove infection. I can't remember if Cook does, but even if Cook does, there's another key thing that healer can do that Cook doesn't do. And that is heal spirit HP. Healer, as far as I'm aware, is the only ability that I can use to heal my minions' spirit HP. Like, obviously, infinite regeneration would do it for me. But my minions, unless I can figure out a way to get infinite regeneration on them, like, they need the healer, we need me to use healer on them to recover their spirit HP. Otherwise, the spirit gets damaged, their great spirit is going to be down for a while, because it's very slow to recover. Also, I have my mana sense on. This is the thing with me going and taking, like, thumbnail pictures. I turn mana sense off so everyone's not outlined. I forget to turn the fucking thing back on. No wonder it seems so dark. But, yeah, no, I need to stick with healer. Healer is necessary. So there's that. Also, okay, hold on. It was pointed out the fact that I need to master my abilities. That's another thing. Like, I need to master them, because a lot of abilities get way better once they've been mastered. That's one of the other key things. Also, can I use like my ability to let you know how does one master this ability? It works how I think it is, doesn't it? I need to get hurt, don't I? Okay. If I master the ability, I would be able to heal spatial damage, and I'm assuming I also need to master it to heal the thingy damage. the spirit damage. So I need to do that at some point. That's not an if or a but. That's I need to do that. So I'm gonna have to like train to hurt my get hurt a little bit, turn my regeneration off, and then do the thing. That shouldn't be too hard. It'll just be I just need to be careful essentially. That should be fine. Okay. Target actual entity. Yeah, sure game. I'm trying to grab these unicorns, but they're being annoying about it. They're not. It's me being so small about it is the problem. But yeah. Well, I'm gonna clear this off. I'm gonna make children real quick. How long are you guys? Are some of you guys far along? I spent enough time by you unicorns. That's why I started looking for the Medusa and stood over here to get your thingy levels up. Can I do sacrifice some of you guys to get my EP back? But yeah, hold on. If I create super unicorns. Sorry, there's only oh god, there's only there's 5 of them. Well, that's awkward. Hey, are you guys any stronger? No, they're not. Ugh, they never are. They never, you never just are any stronger, are you? The children just never really benefit from the parents being absurd. A real shame that. Anyway, you go to Wander, and where's the other one? There he is. Alright, it gives me 2. You also can be set to Wander. Might as well make more unicorns while I've got the opportunity, so you and you. And you, and grab 2 in here. Oh, Snow's in there. Wait, how strong is Snow? Snow, come here. Wrong one. Oh. No, don't be silly. Snow, come here. Let's try 1,000. What's the point in Snow again? Why did I name that one Snow? I don't remember. Well, whatever. Alright, you get set to Wander, and where's the other small ones? Oh, here's one. I think it's the last one. Yeah, it gives me 5. Whoop. Gotcha. Right, you 5. Need to name you all really quick. We're going to endow you all with great power. It gives me a bunch more unicorns with around 70,000 to 80,000 EP built up. Excellent. Just need to get you lot built up to the point where I can actually sacrifice you. Because I have a plan for this. Like, I know what I'm going to do with the unicorns when I need to sacrifice them. I have an idea that can kill, 2 birds with 1 stone kind of thing. I'm going to make this useful for me. Would be the ideal thing. I actually just sit with them for like another 50 minutes. I don't want to wait that long right now. I'll do it later when, doing other bits around here. I need to go find a Medusa place. So I don't know where one is. So I think I'm just going to go fly and see if I can come across one. And when I do, I'll just, I'm just gonna bring Metal with me. That'll be the plan for now. Although Metal, you can sit out here for a moment. Like, your points are so high, I don't think you're gonna go under anytime soon. But if I take too long to find the Medusa, they absolutely will. Anyway, if I go anywhere, I need to make a blindfold with me, so Medusa doesn't just kill me when she feels like it. Oh yeah. Also, I should probably start working on this. Can that work? Oh yeah, because I was gonna say, will that actually just all do on its own? Yes, it will. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, I'll start working on that while I've got the opportunity. I'd like to. There's a Medusa place around here somewhere. I need to freaking find the thing. See there? I mean, I could just go fly around the coast, couldn't I? Because they spawn on coasts. So reasonably, if I go down to the southern area down here and fly around the coast, I eventually will come across a Medusa place. One would think. That's probably worth doing. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna take this guy with us. Shadow storage. We're gonna go fly. We're gonna leave Mocha behind because we're hunting Medusas and I don't want to risk her getting destroyed. And in fact, I can't shadow store her, so, kind of be this way. I'm gonna check here while I'm here. Because, we know Hinata's in the river. So I don't have to worry about that. Oh, here we go. People were saying, hey, you go in here, you can either grab a spider, or you can go grab a spider egg. And it turns out the egg is actually stored. Yeah, well, actually, those ones in the chest here. I didn't realize these guys had eggs. I didn't know that was a thing. That's insane. I went in here over this town and didn't realize these were freaking eggs. That explains where the little ones come from. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Anyway, this guy just got hatched. Hey, you feel like becoming a minion? No? Okay, we'll try it a different way then. Roar. No, don't run through the web, though. Don't make this awkward for me. Gotcha. Endowed black spider. Alright, what was the name suggestion for this little chap? There it is. Kumoko. Which I believe is the name? Okay, hold on. Do it again. I've actually got a name copied out. Hey, dudes. I'm gonna sit still for a moment. Just quickly do this. Capital NB. Yeah, Kumiko, I believe, is the name for the protagonist of So My Spider So What. Okay, was a bit trickier. Okay, I guess you're not getting a capital letter in your name then, because that takes too long to switch it out. Dum-ba-dum. My God, alright, name. Better. I doubt it as well. I'm still fine. There's a bit up here. Oh my God. Hey. You start a living entity. I would if the fecker would sit still. Alright, spider has 60,000 energy. Sweet. Also, web gun in that. Cool. Also, battle will and stuff is in here. Neat, I guess. Another battle will. I don't even think I need any abilities anymore. Alright, we have a spider. We'll bring them home. We'll tell them to stay. We'll do all the stuff with them later. But we don't have one at least. Just not getting a capital letter in their name because that takes too long. Also, I just remembered. There was a skill I still needed. Yeah, okay, I just remembered. Oh yeah, there's a metal slime around here, isn't there? That's it. Yeah, it's one nearly 250k though, so there's no shot I'm guessing thing for that, so yeah, that ain't. I'm just gonna leave him be. I'll come back for him later when I want a team one. For now, we need to go find a Medusa. And if we're lucky, this will kill. Like, if this doesn't work, it's back to the Napon. There is another one there. If it doesn't work, it's back to the Napon. There's two here. Holy fuck. No wonder I spent so much time flying around this area. I'm surprised there's ones already linking here. Actually, I already knew those ones around this area. I knew there's at least two in this area. I didn't realize there was a third one. But, yeah, if this doesn't work, we're back to Hinaplan. We're going to have to, like, just send enemies to deal with Akash and then go from there. It was suggested, hey, why don't you use Kimiko, you know, the spider, to, like, web an Akash. I don't know if the web would stop Akash from moving around flying as much. Also, I feel like Akash would just kill her unless I can transfer the damage over to me. Which, so, I in theory can. Just had to make sure there was no thingy slime there. I in theory can transfer the damage over to me. But it's space damage, which comes with the risk of, you know, I will die to that. Unless I have healer on, so I can remove the space damage for myself, which means I need to master it before that, so I'm going to have to do my training for that at some point before trying to deal with Akash, potentially. Unless this is just fancy's working. If this fancy's working, then, you know, the problem solved altogether. Don't have to worry about anything. Okay, where am I? I'm over here. I need to go by where the ocean is. The Medusa places are typically on, like, beach areas by oceans. So need to get to the edge of an ocean, and then just travel up and down the edge, essentially, of that area, until we come across a Medusa place, because, like, there should be one. They're not, like, you know, they're obviously rare, but, like, they're not super, super rare, so in theory, if I travel around enough, I should come across one. Same with you, Daryl. In theory, if I come across one of the thingy ones, one of the Tempest ones, that'd be good. God, there's a big old desert area here. A big old desert area here, leading into what looks like another Mesa area here. The number of times I've had difficulty finding these biomes in this world type. And then here we are coming across one now casually when we're not even bothered. It's great. Minecraft is a silly game sometimes. This decides, hey, we're going to decide you're not going to find this biome you want for like 20,000 blocks. Then also, hey, here's like the biggest one you've ever seen at a point where you just don't care. Oh yeah. Before I forget. One thing I will need in this area is... Do I still have things in my pickaxe? No, I don't. So that's what Godly Craftsman's for. I should master Godly Craftsman too. That was another thing people were talking about. If we master Godly Craftsman, we'll put efficiency on, we'll put fortune on, and we'll put... I don't think unbreaking really matters. I think it's fortune, don't we? Yeah, I'll do. Enchant. I can master that the same way I mastered the other thing. But yeah, if you master Godly Craftsman, apparently when you craft, like, obviously there's the enchantability thing. Obviously we move enchants and stuff around and dim-ba-dim. That's all very cool. That's not the only feature though, because obviously Godly Craftsman also gives you a crafting table and things. Apparently there's the whole thing where if you craft stuff, after you get Godly Craftsman, there's a chance of them being, like, better. So, like, okay, the crafting table part doesn't actually matter. That's just an actual thing. But, like, when you go into the, assuming I'm understanding how people were talking about this, I feel like this is something that was mentioned before when I was streaming. I just completely forgot about it. Yeah, if we go and craft like a... That's a creep. If we go and craft a, you know, one of the spears and stuff, right now, the spears give, like, 18,000 EP, base or whatever, when you make them. Apparently, if we, you know, have Godly Craftsman Master, there's a chance that the starting EP will be higher. So it'll take less time to evolve it, is the idea. That's kind of cool, if they can, you know, get that going. That'd be great. But this biome has an absurd amount of gold in it. So if I want to pick up easy gold, this would be the place to do it. Like, yeah, we don't need gold for much, but I need it for breeding unicorns. So then I also need the apples, but hey, they're way easier to get. Like, lots of places have like food storages and stuff. Like the illager places in particular. There's a lot of illager places floating around, so float around there enough. I'll find more apples. Worst case, other than that, just go and like, you know, break down a forest and, you know, the apples will come from the trees. That'll be great. So what is this here? It's another one of the spawner things. Oh yeah, other thing that's pointed out in Godly Craftsman, there's an auto smelter in here. So obviously, like, I could smelt down the gold, like, super fast if I wanted the gold. Thing is, though, like, I'll just actually grab this iron for this really quick, is there's a reason why I'm not doing it. Specifically, if I do this, I get the iron instantly, which is nice if I really just wanted the iron. And, well, okay, there are points where I do just want the materials as well. But there's something else I get off them from if I use smelters, and that's experience. I can't gather experience super efficiently, as, you know, because I don't go around killing things. So, smelting things down can be a really good way of me getting extra experience for doing enchants and stuff like that. And, like, I don't need a lot of enchants at this point, but I still need some. So I can, like, you know, once I get a copy of Godly Craftsman, I'm done. But then I need XP for Godly Craftsman. So, like, I don't need a ton, but I need some. And this is just a nice little way of getting it. So I feel like, yeah, I should probably be, you know, doing this. Oh, hey, it's an Orc Lord. I'm going to ignore him for now. Don't want to deal with him for now. There's another one over there. Doesn't matter. Look, we will deal with the Orc Lords eventually. But for right now, they are not the priority. They're not what we need at all. Right now we need a Medusa, because yeah, Orc Lords can't do the thing to Metal Slime, as the Lord. I was hoping they could, but they cannot curl the Metal Slime. Not at least one as powerful as this, so... we can use Metal Slimes to kill the Orc Lords. So if we want to train Metal Slimes, that'd be a way, but honestly, like, they're already so powerful at this point, like, I don't think there's any reason to want to train them. Pretty sure they're good as they are, because that's without doing the Demon Lord thing. Which, yeah, that's slowly ticking up in the background. Like, I'm not doing anything for that. My means are just gathering me souls bit by bit by bit by bit. Like, that's coming eventually. Alright, well, given the massive sea serpent flying around, I'd say, hey, we found an ocean. Oh, so that's an enormous worm there. Holy fuck. But okay, we found Medusa. Well, no, we found an ocean thing, so we can find Medusa thing. Cool. Thing is, though, I don't think Medusa thing spawns in a desert. So now I need to travel to a different biome at least. Or at the edge of a different biome. So actually, if I head north, there's a, yeah, savanna biome just up here. I believe they can spawn in savanna biomes at the edge, on beaches and stuff, so... Therefore, lucky. This won't take too long. Well, hello. So, that almost certainly leads down to an end structure. So that's fun. Not what I'm looking for, but that's fun. Because, yeah, I think the ones that look like this, yeah, this will lead down to an end structure. Oh, cool. Is there any reason why I'd want to go there and do that? Also, apples. Okay, there's already a reason. There's already a good reason now. I just got something good out of this. Be okay, hold on. I'm gonna mark this, I guess. So I know it's here. Don't forget it, because it turns out I should have fucking marked that Medusa place when I came across it. Because it's like, if it wasn't, like, you know, it hadn't been like 5 odd days since I last recorded, I might have fucking been able to remember what I was doing. I was probably following the maps and stuff. But yeah, I don't fucking remember where I was roughly, or like where I was roughly doing, so I'm just gonna go look for a fresh one. But yeah, the end thing, is there anything we want from the end? Any stuff at the end? Like, we could fly around the end to go gather items and bits. That's all I can think of, though. I can't think of much other reason why we want to go flying around there. Actually, hold on. Having a think about things. I need to... Yeah, I'm gonna get Almaron. Back up. Go back here. And Metal Slime. And default. Yeah, so your points are going down because I'm chilling out with you and... I'm pretty sure, though, their points don't go down, really, if I'm not in the chunks. Hold on. Back up. Just want to check a thing really quick. Yeah, you're at 200 odd, you're at 16 odd. Yeah, I don't think the points go down as quickly. It's more because he's on with me that the points are going down really fast. So yeah, actually, because I don't know how long it's going to take, because I could get very unlucky here. I'm just going to leave him there. Keep traveling around, because I ran out of the edge of the ocean to go look at. Oh, there's the Sphinx. So then I just started crossing ocean, hoping to find more stuff. But then, of course, the first place I find is a desert. Which, yeah, doesn't really help me, because I'm pretty sure what I need is a beach-type biome. Like, I need a beach or a stone beach in order to come across a Medusa place. It needs to be one of those two types of beach places. Apparently, that's just where they get built. Deserts don't have those, because they're already sent. So, desert is the worst thing for me to be the edge of, looking for a Medusa place. I'm pretty sure you're just not going to find one. I think. I don't know for certain, but I think. Well, hello there. Just randomly saw a thing in a jungle there, a wee treehouse thing. Maybe a reference to something, who can say? Right, anyway. Just going to carry my Mary. Oh, yeah. So seeing the goal, and actually remember another thing I saw in the comments. I obviously have the Great Sage ability. Great Sage allows me to copy abilities off of other creatures, which I've done so, several times in order to gain extra abilities and things. If I get the ranged barrier ability, 1, that's one of my favorite skills, and 2, I can get that from Infrit, because Infrit's the one you normally get it from anyway. But yeah, I can get one from Infrit, and all I need to do is go up to Infrit and, click on them a bunch, try to get it. Thing is, though, kind of complication there, though, that requires going up to Infrit and using the ability. Now, not impossible. Also, the fun I could have if I could send a minion down there. That'd be great, but never mind. But yeah, the slight thing with that, though, is, yeah, then we have to send a minion down to go and interact with Infrit. Now, Infrit's kind of strong, but if it's still a Metal Slime is way stronger, so... Cool. Actually, I'm saying a minion has to go down. I have to go down, interact with Infrit, I suppose. I can send a minion down to try and draw his attention, essentially, is my thought. To, like, If I can have him at the Metal Slime, get his attention, then the Metal Slime not kill him, then, maybe he won't target me. I think I'm safe against Infrit. I don't think we can do much damage. The only problem is, yeah, the only Infrits we've seen have been, amongst Hinata's crew, and there are things in that group that can hurt me. So, mainly Akash and Hinata herself. So, for, safety, I didn't really think about going to those Infrits. I think if we find Shizu, definitely should send in Metal Boy to go and attack Shizu, turn her into Infrit, and then, have the Metal Slime just, chill. And hopefully, I would like to get the ranged barrier ability, because if I can get the multi-layered barrier, my god, that makes my living so much simpler. But yeah, despite the fact Shizu has a better spawn rate than Hinata, by a good bit, haven't seen one. Seen 2 Hinatas so far, spawning annoyingly close by to each other, annoyingly close to where I live. I haven't seen Shizu yet. I actually haven't seen that many other worlders just in general. Like, I was expecting to see more of them. So especially set up the spawn rate for them. There's been some, but, it's not as many as I thought it would be. Never mind. That's not things I want to play with. It's so annoying. I keep coming across Cyclops dens. You're not what I need. You're not what I need at all. You're nowhere near in the same league as the Medusa. I don't think your ability would let you kill a Metal Slime, I assume. Because they have a thing as well. They can pick things up and bite them. Is a whole thing for them. I don't think it, does damage, though. Like, I know it's damage, but, I'm pretty sure, it's blockable damage. Thus, pretty useless to me, all things considered. Ugh, come on, where's the Medusa place? I've never had this much trouble finding one. Most of I've never went looking. I don't think I remember the last time I went looking for one. Typically I just come across 8 of them. I'm like, oh cool, that's there, and now just pop back there whenever I need them. Not really seeing them this world around. I'm gonna put a bit of effort to locate one. Are you serious? Seems just taking the mickey out of me at this point. Just double check and circle back around to the same one by accident. No, it's another one. Okay, yep, cool. Yep. I'm guessing both of them have the same spawn condition thing, because as far as I'm aware, it's just that things only spawn on the edges of beaches and stuff, and the edges of biomes and things. I don't know which biome. I don't know if it's like set biomes or if there's a rule for it, but either way, I keep this up because the only place I ever see them is near the ocean anyway, so it's just a place I gotta look around. Oh yeah, why am I carrying this book around? I picked this thing up. Hold on. I'm gonna use it. Fucking shove it in there. Don't need it. Cool. Get out of here. Inventory's getting full at this point of all the random materials I've picked up. Oh, hey. It's a metal boy. I may as well just go grab Mokka at this point. Like, I may as well grab Mokka, have Mokka come with me, and back up. Have Mokka kill the staff. Train her while I walk, eh? It's an idea. Hey, dude, can you get in the water real quick? Oh, so wait, Mokka, what did I set you to? You're just on set. You're set to, like, follow me, right? Yeah. No, you're set to wonder now. Yep, cool. Yep, follow, cool. Slide feel like getting in the ocean. Make my life simpler. Oh, he jumped. No, he backed up again. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. How did that not grab him? What? Oh, got him. Mokka, I've got him. Get him. Wait, hold on. Bring him over here so he doesn't... The reward doesn't drop away. There we are. Turn that back. Mokka gets in our power up. Cool. Yeah, I just realized I'm not gonna, like, you know, come back and find this slime, so... Might as well just, you know... have Mokka come with me and kill this stuff I wanted to kill. There's also the situation with the peacock parrots. I want to kill them as well. And, I mean, yeah, we're not going to exactly... Actually, for easy effect, I could just go wherever and get more of those. But I do want to get the fellas to try the thing out because it was suggested so much in the comments. Might as well try it. Like, you know, if it gives an orca ability to fly and stuff, it could be kind of cool. So, try it. Yes, finally got one. Badoo. Right, I stop bothering as much. Cause I'm like, yeah, again, I'm gonna be traveling anyway. Might as well take Mokka with me, cause you know that'll be, you know, 2 birds with 1 stone. Be able to get certain stuff done. Yeah, cool. And now suddenly we don't need it anymore. Alright, Mokka, you're staying here for a bit. Stay. Hey, dudes, come with me. Got things to do. Back up. Right. We throw. Blindfold on. Blindfold is on. As far as I'm aware, thing can't kill me now. So technically, I'm blind. That said, though... Or wait, no, I have abnormal condition resistance. That's it. I was about to say, yeah, if I turn the blindfold thingy off, it doesn't... I still... Okay. I'm just gonna hope... I'm just gonna hope. I'm just gonna hope this works how I think it does. Okay? Because she'll make her way up. Put that there. Also, just want to say a quick thank you to all of the channel members for the extra support, and a special thank you and shout out to our late members, the joining members AdenIsGone, and our ANBU members MonsterQ and AdenIsGone. Thank you all very much for the extra special support.